So today we will see the types of methods. What are the types of methods? We saw before how to declare the method, right? What is the syntax of the methods to declare? Okay, what is access modifier, return types? We have to declare the method name, and then we have to declare the parentheses simply. This type we can declare the method, right? But what are the things if we change the void prompt int? What are the name we will give? Okay, and what if we give the parameter inside the methods? What is parameter? And another thing is there, that is what is the argument. Today we will see that. And another part is that what is meant by method, what are the types of methods. There are two types of method, that is the user defined method and the predefined method. So what is the difference between two things? So predefined method means, suppose we have a method that is already created by the Java people. Okay, we have a method that is already created by the Java people, that only known as the predefined method. That method which is already created, that is only known as the predefined method. And user defined method means, user means who? That is the we all are the users. Suppose we are creating some methods, so that only known as the user defined method. There are two terms, predefined and user defined, right? So user defined methods means, user means who? That is the we, right? So suppose we are creating any method, so that method we can call this as a user defined method. And suppose the method we are using, that method is already created, that only known as the predefined method. Simply if we come here and if we see here, which is the predefined method, which is the user defined method. Suppose here if we talk about this method and what is meant by method, suppose if we see any syntax like this one. Okay, suppose we are seeing the syntax like this one, that is called as the method, like a public void, public access modifier, return type, method name and parameter list. That is called as the method. Suppose this in simple way, if I told you, means wherever you are seeing this one, this symbol, that is the parenthesis open and close, that is called as the method. Suppose if I am writing here like that, so Tanmay, and this one means this is called as the method now. Okay, this is called as the method. To the method we can call this as also, to method we can also call this as a function, also call this as a behavior, then behavior. Okay, then simply again method, behavior, method and function. All the terms are same. Sometimes you will see this name, that is the behavior, sometimes you will hear method, and sometimes you will hearing this function. This all the terms are same, these all are the methods only. Okay, so if you are seeing, wherever you are seeing this one parenthesis and like that, so this is called as the function. So where is this one? This is the method, and we can say that this whole is the, sorry, this is the method name and whole is the method. Okay, this is the method name and whole is the method here. So if we talk about here, suppose if we talk about our program, so which is the method here? So this println is a method here, because see here parenthesis open and parenthesis close, right? And here is our name. So what is this one? This is our method name, right? This is println is your method name, and parenthesis open and parenthesis close means this one is our whole method. This one is our whole method. So somewhere it will be created. So how to see that? Simply right click on that and open declaration. So you will able to see where this method is created. Here inside the print stream class, it is already created. Means this method is a predefined method. Means we have created this method. So no, just we are using this method here. So that only known as the predefined method. The method which is already created, that only known as the predefined method, and the method which we have created, that is the user, that only known as the user defined method. Okay, that only known as the user defined method. Suppose we have creating here the method. So how we'll create a method? First we need to use the access modifier. So this time I'm using the public, then simply return type I am using, and after that method name I am using. This type you can create a method, right? Simple. This access modifier, then return type, then method name, and then parenthesis open and close. If you are writing like that, this is called as the method, and from here our method is starting and till here our method is ending, right? So this is called as the method. If we talk about this one, okay, if you talk about this one, so this is called as the main method, right? This is called as the main method, and here main is the name of our method, and here is the parenthesis open and parenthesis close, means this one is our whole method. right? This one is called as the whole method. Wherever you seeing like this one, that is called as the method. So here is the system.out.println. So println is a method here, main is a method here. Main means main is a name of our method. Println is a name of our method. If you talk about this one, then is the name of our method. And here, which is the name, that is the m1 is the name of our method. Void is the access modifier. Sorry, void is the return type, and public is a access modifier. Now we have created the method here, right? I will comment this one. If you comment this one means JVM will ignore that. JVM will not see this. Okay. So simply, if I write anything here, suppose I want to print something. So what will you system.out.println simply, right? And here I am printing hello. Simply I am printing here the hello. Now from here, if you want to call this method, how we will call this method? Saw it before, no? If I want to call the m1 method, how we will call that method? How will call this method? Create an object. Yes, if you want to call the method, simply we have to create an object. Okay, so I will remove this thing. Simply we have to create the object. So how we will create an object? With the help of which keyword is responsible to create an object? Which keyword is responsible to create an object? New keyword, right? New keyword, everyone knows that new keyword. So simply I'm using here. So first time what we need to write, first is we have to write the class name, then object name we have to write obj. I'm taking this time. After that equals to, then new keyword, and then simply we have to write the class name again. Here parenthesis open close, and here simply we have to write semicolon. So with the help of object we can call the method simply, right? So simply I'm writing obj dot, what is the name of our method? em1. Simply if I run this one, so what we will get, that is the hello will print. Hello will print on the console, right? Hello will print on the console. See, hello is printing on the console here, right? Now another thing is that, see, if I calling this from here object dot em1, okay, so what it will do, it will see which is the object, which class object is this. It will see it is the test class object, and inside the test class it will see where is the m1 method. So m1 method is here, and it will call this one, right? Whenever you will call, so that time it will simply call this one. Now another thing is that, suppose if I write here int a, int a. Now if I run this one, so can it will be run, can it will be run? Any guesses? Yes or no? No. Size C, no. Anyone having another answer? Any guesses? If it is wrong also, no worries. We will see. Any guesses? It will be run or not? No, no, Rasbanti, Samanti, Yuvraj. Okay. Then Vinith is also saying no. Okay. After that, if I run this one, see, so why it will not run? It will give you the error. See, if I run this one means it will give you the error. It is going to, see, it is giving the error. There is the error exception in thread main, that is language dot error unresolution compilation problem. So here what we need to do, why it is giving the error like that? Because here see, m1 method is there, but what this m1, inside the m1 method what we are doing, int a we are writing here, right? Here what we are writing, that is the int a. So this time what method is saying like that, if you want to call this method, you have to pass one integer value. Okay, if you want to call this method, you have to pass one integer value. That time only it will be called, otherwise it won't call. Okay, if you want to call this method, so you have to pass the integer value. Suppose I am writing here string. String means this time what it will say, if you want to call this method, you have to pass some string value. One string value if you will pass, then it will be called, otherwise it will be not called. So this is our data type, and this one is our variable. So what we need to do while calling this method, from here we are calling this one, no, m1. So what we need to do, here we have to pass the whatever data types we have mentioned here, whatever variable we have declared here, same value we have to pass from here. Okay, so this time what I'm doing, I'm passing the string value. So simply I'm writing here anything psi. Okay, so from here I'm passing the value, that is the sign. So what it will be do, from here it will become JVM. So after that we have created the object, JVM will create an object. With the help of object, we are calling the M1 method. So it will be C, the M1 method which having the one in a string parameter, right? It will be C, the one M1 method which having one string parameter. So this is called as the parameter. Whatever things we are writing inside the parenthesis of the function, that is only called as the parameter. Okay, that only called as the parameter. So which is the parameter here? That is the string a. This is the parameter. And which is the argument here? While calling the value, while calling the method, if you passed any value, that is called as the argument. Okay, while calling the method, if you pass any value, that is called as the argument. So this is the argument, and this one is our parameter. Okay, this one is parameter, and this one is our argument. Okay, after that, if I run this one, means see hello is printing now. But if I remove this one, means nothing will print, it will give you the error. See, it is giving the error. Suppose if I pass the value from here, that is the sign. Okay, if I passing the values from here, while calling this one, I am passing the value. So what is happening here? This value will be stored into the a variable. Whatever value will be, whatever parameter is there, from here if you pass the value, see, it will be stored here inside a. Now what is the value of a here? What is the value of a? What is the value of a here? Prithviraj is saying Sai, Sai, Vaishnavi, Sai, Sai, Sai is also saying Sai. Okay, so here, if I run this one, and if you want to check this value of A, so how we will check that? Simply we have to write here system.out, and simply we will print here A. Right, and if I run this one here, so what will be the output we will get? What will be the output we will get? Hello, say, not sales, Sai. Hello. Hello Sai, hello Sai. Okay, everyone is saying hello Sai. Okay, so if I run this one here, so hello and the Sai will be printed on the console. Right, if you want to print after hello, simply we have to cut this one from here, we have to paste it here. Right, and if I run this one now, so what will be happen? I run this one, hello Sai will be printed on the console. Simple thing. After that, suppose if we have a here integer. Now if I want to call this one, how we will call that? If you want to call this m1 method, you have to pass one integer value from here. So what we need to do? Simply I will pass here 10. Now what is the value of a here? What is the value of a? 10, 10, 10. Okay, and what will be the output we will get? Hello and 10. Hello and 10, right? Hello and 10 will be printing on the console. If I run this one, see, hello and 10 will print on the console. Suppose if I writing here again string name, okay, string name. Now if I want to call this one, how we will call that? What this method is saying, if you want to call this m1 method, what we need to do? You have to pass one integer value, and another thing, you have to pass one string value as well. Okay, if you want to call this m1 method, you have to pass the integer value as well as one string value. So how we'll call that? Simply I am passing integer value first, and after that we have to pass the string value also. So I am passing here Java. Okay, now what is the value of a and what is the value of name here? What is the value of a and what is the value of name here? 10 and Java, 10 and Java, 10 and Java. Okay, and if I want to run this one, see, hello and 10 will print. If you want to print the Java also, I will give some space here. Oh, sorry. So what it will print? What will be the output we will get now? What will be the output we will get? First hello, then value of a, then it will give some space, and after that name. What is the value of name? Hello in Java, hello in Java, hello in Java. Okay, if I run this one, so simply hello take and the Java will be printing on the console. Okay, so this is called as the parameter. Now we have a two parameter. How much parameter we have now? There is two matter. One is the integer parameter and another one is the string parameter. If we see the working, how it will be work? So simply if I run this one, so JVM will come to the main method first, right? After that, it will see we are creating the object here, and with the help of object we are calling the method. So what is the name of our method? That is the m1 method. So GVM will see inside the test class the m1 method which having one integer parameter and one is the string parameter. So where is it? So it will be see that. So m1 method which having one integer parameter and one other one is the string parameter. So it will become here, and whatever thing will be there, it will be printed, right? Simply. After that, suppose I am creating the another method here, public void m1 or m2 I am creating here, and here I am writing system.out. Okay, and here what I am doing is one I am sorry, two I am writing, and here I am writing one. I know solve. Okay, and here suppose I am writing here m1 only, and here I am writing. I am not writing anything. Okay. Suppose if I print this one now, if I run this one now, so which will be the output we will get, 1 or 2? What will be the output we will get, 1 or 2? Shiva is saying 2, Shiva Jyoti is saying 1, Vinith is saying 2, Vinisha 1, 1, Prithviraj is also saying 1, then Shri 1. Okay, everyone, many people are saying 1 only, many people are saying 2. If I run this one, see, one is printing on the console. Why? So we will see it is creating the object first. After that, it will see m1 method which having first integer parameter and another is the string parameter. So where is it? So it will become here m1 method which having first integer parameter and another is the string parameter. So it will become here and it will print 1. Okay, and when it will be print, when we will not write anything. Now what will be the output we will get? Now if I run this one means what will be the output we will get this time, which will be the output, 2 2 2 2, right? If I run this one now, so 2 will be get on the console. So simply 2 is printing on the console. And if I want to print both the things, how we will print that? Simply, okay, if you want to print this one, same thing, object dot m1 we have to print. And here if I run this one now, so what will be the output? Now we will print. Now what will be the output we will get? Now what will be the output we'll get? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so 1 and 2 will be printed on the console, both the things. First it will see m1 method which having integer parameter and string parameter, and another method m1 it will see which don't have any parameter. Okay, so this type we will if you write the parameter, so we have to pass the value from here, and this is called as the argument, and this is called as the parameter here, and this type we can call the methods. Okay, now another thing is that here if I remove this one and if I remove this one also, I will remove this one. Now here is the return type void. So what is the use of this return type? Okay, and here public is there, m1 is there, all the things are there. Suppose here void is there, but this time I am writing here integer. It is giving the error. Why it is giving the error? Suppose if if you are writing here return type integer or any string or anything, suppose this time I'm writing integer, so you have to return value, that is the int. Okay, you have to return the integer value. So simply I have to return, and here I'm returning integer value, that is the 10. Okay, you can store into the variable and you can return that variable also, that will also okay. Okay, so if you are writing return type, so same value you have to return. This time if I am writing here string, so what we need to do, we have to return the string value. So simply I am writing here my name, that is Tarun. So we have to return the string value. If you are writing here character means you have to return the character value, otherwise it will be giving the error. So this time I am writing character means we have to return the character. Simply I am writing here E. Okay, this one is the character. What is the use of this one? If I return, if I return from here, so what it will be considered, what will happen to this? If I return this means now this m1 method having the value a. So what is the value of m1 method now? That is the a. Suppose if we print this one, how to print that? Simply system.out we will write here, and here object dot m1. object dot m1 simply I will write here, and now we will see what is the value of this m1. Okay, what is the value of this m1? We'll see that. Simply if I run this one, see a is printing on the console. Suppose this time we will write here string, and here I'm writing suppose my name. Okay, so what will be the output we will get now? What is the value of m1 now? What is the value of m1? Yes, Shivaji is the okay. Okay, okay. My name will be print on the console. Simply right. If I run this one, so Tanmay will be print on the console. Right. So what is the value? If I return anything, if you write return type, so that same value we have to return. Otherwise, it will be give you the error. So that is the use of our return type. Suppose I don't want to return anything, means simply we have to write here void. Okay. Simply you have to write here void, and you don't have to return anything. Okay, if you don't want to return anything, simply you have to write the void there. Okay, so that is the use of our return type, and that is the use of our parameters. And we saw the two methods today. There is the user defined method and the predefined method. Predefined method means the Java people already created that method, and simply we are using that. So that is called as the predefined methods. And user defined means the method which is created by user. User means who? That is the us. Okay, the method which is created by user, that only known as the user defined method, right? And the method which is already created by the Java people, that is called as the predefined method, right? And the whatever things we will write inside the parenthesis, that is called as the parameter. And while calling the method, if you pass any value, that is called as the argument. Don't confuse between that. Here is the here is the argument, and here is the parameter. Now another small topic is there, that is the identifier as well as the literals. So what is meant by literals means, suppose here literals means the value is assigned to the variable is known as the literal. So how it will be? Suppose if you come here and if I remove this one also, and I will remove this one also. Suppose I am writing here int a equals to 10. A equals to 10 I am writing. So what is the value of a here? What is the value of a here? 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so 10 is the value. We are saying till now that is the value. But now what we will say? This is a literal. The value is assigned to the variable, that only known as the literal. Okay, that only known as the literal. Now here string name equals to Java I am writing here. Okay, so which is the literal here? Here, which is the literal? Another thing also I am taking. Till now you can guess that. Okay, so which is the literal here in first one and which is literal in second one? Which are the two literals we have here into both the line? Java and 1.2. Okay, Java. Okay, 1.2 again. 1.2, 1.2. Okay, so here is the Java is also one literal, and here is the 1.2. Here is the 10 is literal. Here is the Java is literal, and here is the 1.2 is literal. The value which is assigned to the variable, that only known as the literal. Okay, value is assigned to the variable, that is known as the literal. 10 is the literal here because this value is assigned to the a. Java is a literal because Java is assigned to the name, and 1.2 is a literal, that is it is assigned to the year. Right, there are too many type inside the literal. So here string literal, float literal, integer literal, null literal, character literal, boolean literal. These are easy only. If you talk about this one, which type of literal is this? So which type of variable is this? That is the integer type. And which type of value is this? That is the integer. So what we will say, this is the integer literal. Okay, we can say that is the integer literal. If we talk about this one, means which type of value is this? That is the string type of value. So we can say that this is the string literal. This is a string literal. We can say that this one is the float type of value. So we can say that this is the float literal. Same like that, we have many literals here, like a string, float, integer, null, literal, character, boolean. Many literals we have, like string literal is looking like that, double literal is looking like that, character, boolean, and literal integer literal is looking like that. So That is the all about the literals. Any value assigned to the variable, that only known as the literals. Another thing is that is the identifier. So what is meant by identifier means any value assigned to the variable, that only known as the identifier. Okay, any value assigned to the variable, that is only known as the sorry, identifier. Not, okay, sorry. Identifier means any name. Now before that we are talking about literally. So identifiers means any name, that can be a variable name, that can be a method name, or that can be a class name, or that can be a interface name. If we talk about this one here inside our program, which is the identifier here? So which is the identifier here? Identifier is any class name, any method name. So here we have a class also, and here we have a methods also, here we have variables also. So if you talk about which is the identifier here, what are the how many identifiers are present inside the our class? So how many identifier is here inside this one? Identifier means any name, any class name, that is the method name, class name, or the variable name, that only known as the identifier. If I ask you variable is saying 5, variables are saying 3. Okay, 5. Okay, if I ask you what is the name of this class, what you will say? That is the test class, right? You will be say test class. How we are identifying this one? With the help of name. If you also ask me what is the name, that is it, then I will say. So how you will identify me? With the help of name, right? So identifier means any name, that can be a class name, that can be a method name, or that can be a variable name. So if we that means if we talk about this program, how much identifier is there? So first one is the class name. This one is our identifier. Another one is the method name. So here is the method name, that is the m1 main method. So there are two. Then we have a three variable. So three variable name means also identifier. So here we have a 5 identifier. Okay, here we have 5 identifier. If we take the example here, we have many blocks here. Suppose this is the multiple blocks here. So identifier means any name, like a variable name, method name, class name, or the interface name. Suppose if I ask you about the first one, which is the identifier here? Demo. Okay, demo is the identifier here, right? Another one, in second one, which is the identifier? I, I, yes, I is the identifier here. After that, in third one, which is the identifier? Test, right? Test is the identifier. Inside the fourth one, which is the identifier here? Add, add. Okay, so add is the identifier here. So suppose in first one, class name is identifier, second one, variable name is identifier, third one, interface name is identifier, and inside the fourth one, our method name will be a identifier. These are the small terms we saw today. There is the literal, identifier, and the methods. What are the means? What are the things we have inside the methods, and what are the types of methods we saw today? So anyone have any issue till here? Anyone have any issues till here? Rutura same is no. Okay, Vinith is also saying no. Okay. Oh. So today's assignment is that you have to create a program on the types of methods. Like we have created the method, no, with the help of argument and all. The same like that, you have to create a method and you have to post it on the group. So this time I have created only one method or two methods. You can try with the number of methods and you can try with that. Okay, and you have to click the screenshot and you have to submit on the group. If you are facing any issues, please ping me or ping into the group. We will definitely help you. Okay, and if you want to revise anything, if we are posting the videos every day on the YouTube, so please subscribe that channel. You will be get notified every time. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for your time. We will meet tomorrow. We will meet on the Monday. Bye.